Remarkable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And Spark are champions! Good up, Pepe! Goal!
It doesn't get any better than that!
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
Welcome to Game in Frame, our last weekend of 2024. Hoboken hosts KidSuper Samba FC tonight. The game will start in a few minutes, kickoff at 6 p.m. This is the last game for the EPSL in 2024. The second half of games will, of course, take place in 2025. Hoboken are currently 5th in the table, 6 wins, 1 draw, and 3 losses for 19 points. They have a +9 goal differential. They are tied with Manhattan Celtic, who is in 4th with 19 points, but they are, because of goal differential, in 5th. Hoboken in this first half started on the 8th of September, where they won versus Zoom Schneider FC03 1-0. They backed it up with another 1-0 win versus Nyack. So a good start to the season, but unfortunately, it's been a lot of back-to-back in the first half for Hoboken. They followed that with losses in matches 3 and 4 versus Manhattan Celtic 2-1 and at Greek Americans 5-1. And then they went back on their second 2-game win streak of the first half at Richmond County 4-1 and versus Doxa 5-0. So that was a big difference there of 9-1 in back-to-back matches. Their last loss of the first half was on October 26th. So over a month ago, almost a month and a half ago, it was 4-2 at New York Pencyprians. Or the Pencyprian Freedoms, excuse me. And then they had a 2-game win streak, their third I mentioned. They had 3 of those this first half of the season, 6-1 at CPR and 1-0 at Vistula Garfield. So really good results both on the road to go to win their last 2 road games of the first half. And then they were here for a 3-3 draw before Thanksgiving on the 24th of November versus Lansdowne. There's a recap of the first half for Hoboken. As we get to KidSuper Samba, they are 2 wins, 4 draws, and 4 losses for 10 points. They are a -8 goal differential in the first half, and they are 8th out of 12 in the standings. So Hoboken will be favored tonight. KidSuper Samba started their season the same weekend as Hoboken did, but the day before. The 7th of September, 2-2 draw versus Manhattan Celtic. And then they went back and forth with losses and wins. They lost to Lansdowne Yonkers 3-0 on the 15th of September. Then a win versus Zoom Schneider, 3-1. That was on the 22nd of September. The last weekend of September, a 5-0 big loss to New York Pencyprian Freedoms. And then, again, a win. As I said, they flip-flopped 3-1 versus Doxa. That was as we entered October on the 9th. They were able to get points, 2 straight draws following that in matches 6 and 7 at CPR. They were both 1-1, by the way, at CPR and then at Nyack. Those are in October the 13th and 27th. Right before their last match, they had 2 losses, 4-2, a home game versus Greek Americans, and then at Vistula Garfield. Those were on the 17th and 23rd, so back-to-back weekends. And their last match was a midweek match right before Thanksgiving, the 26th of last month, 2-2 draw at Richmond. So their first match and last match before this one, 2-2 draws. So that is their schedule, the recap of their first half. Again, this is game number 11. 11 in the first half of the season in 2024, 11 in the second half of the season, spring 2025 for the EPSL season. So we'll have Hoboken hosting KidSuper Samba, who is in a white with purple stripes on the socks and on the main kit with black numbers. We've got Hoboken in their full blue, usually here at home. White socks for the players. This is the only match of today in the EPSL Metropolitan Conference. All 5 other matches between the other 10 clubs in the conference will take place tomorrow. We'll get you starters as we go for both teams. If we start with Hoboken, I'll just give you a few before the referee blows his whistle. He's just checking some things. Andrew Borty, number 99, is in goal. Tristan Barquin, 23, starts. Ethan Bazan, number 14. Ezer Brown, number 8, as we get our whistle to get us started. Luca D'Estasio, 11 goals in the season, number 9. Anthony Kevin Donaldson with 3 goals for himself, number 15. Brian Paredes, number 4, usual starting center back. He's actually got the ball right now, as I mentioned his name. Jung Park, or Mike Park as he's better known, of course, a usual starting midfielder, number 18 for Hoboken. Luke Smith, number 21. He is the last and final starter, Adam Yingling, also number 17, who's on this right wing. D'Estasio's up top. Donaldson will play on the left. Smith at the 10. Park as the 8. Brown, wearing the number 8, will play the 6. Barquin the right back. Bazan on the left. And Paredes at center back. Also, Josimar Sanchez, he's also starting at left center back for Hoboken. Only one I missed there, number 25, so excuse me for that. For KidSuper Samba. Aliou Bari, if we go in alphabetical order here, is at right central midfield, as Donaldson with a touch to Bazan. Smith. Edge of the box. Couple touches to his right, will shoot, and a good save covering the near post by KidSuper Samba's goalkeeper. That is Fatolu in goal for KidSuper Samba. Again, going down the list here, Tajay Denny's at right center back. Ilhaj Diallo at the right wing. Chik Juf is wearing the number 8, he's on the bench. Rijan Harrison is the left winger for KidSuper Samba. Ibra Jallo, number 10, will play that position tonight. Sheikh Kaba is the striker, as we'll have the corner whipped in by Yingling. Header free out by KidSuper Samba. And it's a short pass. Mutaha Kali, the captain, the left center back for KidSuper Samba. Musa Senera is at left back, and Ismail Sorogo, number 9, is on the bench. Only ones I didn't mention there, Ma Indai is at left center mid, and Tail is at right back for KidSuper Samba. We'll try and get some of the numbers for you as we get going. Intercept from Sanchez. It's back to KidSuper Samba. Here's Senera, the left back, number 6. The winger Harrison wearing the number 10. Chikaba at strikers wearing the number 16. So throw in for Hoboken. This is Barkwin. They'll recycle Park. Smith calling for it. Paredes into Park in the midfield. Now Smith will get in front of Sinera. Smith trying to angle a pass for Barkwin. That's going to be just a little bit too much weight on the pass. Goes out for a goal kick away from Barkwin. Harrison, a touch. The referee gets in the way. He'll keep it going, does not blow the whistle. Ibrahim Jallo there, number 12. Cut out by Paredes. Trying to get to the feet of Kaba at striker. Did KidSuper Samba. Now it's D'Estacio in a chase. And he's beaten to it by Denny. Harrison at the touchline. Shut down by Barkwin, but KidSuper Samba holds possession. The ball comes back to Harrison. Barkwin's a little out of position, so Park will move over. And he blocks. And a long pass attempt by Harrison. Barkwin. Smith. Keep it on the right. Yingling towards the goal line. First time cross. Smith. Touch. Left-footed poke. And it is right into the chest of Fatulu. His second save in the early goings. It's a good turn. The run continues for KidSuper Samba. Harrison will be defended by Barkwin. Centered. Header towards Borti. He's helped by Sanchez. Gives away a corner. And now the flag will be seen. VAR assistant had the offside flag raised. Referee didn't see it at first, but we've now got the correct call. D'Estacio. Barkwin. Park spreads it wider. Bazan running. That's Tal at right back again. In the corner, player goes down for Hoboken. It's going to be whistled as a foul. So it's like a short corner. It'll be played. Hoboken has 6 in the box. Now the referee's whistle will allow low delivery and easily taken out, cleared out by KidSuper Samba. So Hoboken do not take advantage of a good free kick. Throw in. Quickly. One touch to Smith. Some pressure being applied by KidSuper Samba. Kept by Bazan. Smith another one-touch pass. Edge. Brown. Layoff. Can this be a shot? And it's put well wide. It will be a goal kick now for KidSuper Samba. Sonera looks to make a play with the right foot. He has Yingling and Smith. Hoboken are going to pressure against the ball and counter press. Smith and Park combine. Paredes. Right side still Barquin. Edge of the box. D'Estacio stops it. Right foot shot is blocked. And it will be a throw-in. It's not a corner. Block coming in from the right center back, Tajay Denny, wearing number 5. Callie, the other center back on the left, wearing the number 15 for KidSuper Samba. Again, Donaldson sits there for D'Estacio, put it over the bar. I don't know how D'Estacio, with 11 goals in the season, has missed the chance. That should have been 1-0 for Hoboken. And I guess just came up on his cleat just a little too high. It was almost a broken play as it was deflected from Donaldson to D'Estacio. And it's been missed. D'Estacio actually started the season with Hoboken's reserves. We had here on Game and Frame his, I believe, his debut at Richmond County, and he's been on fire ever since then. That was back in October. Sonera, close to Donaldson. Jallo, clean slide tackle by Sanchez. Yingling. Smith, who we usually see moving around, is now on the wing, replacing Yingling. Cross. That was a dangerous looking ball, but not before it met the foot of Denny. Excuse me. Yeah, Denny with the clearance. That's behind. Bad corner from Yingling. That's the service Hoboken needs right now. They had a couple looks to start for Hoboken. Definite momentum. This is for Diallo. I believe the first time we've said his name on the right wing for KidSuper Samba. And he fouls Donaldson. KidSuper Samba look to win the ball. And they have, and also a free kick. They've won. Callie. Donaldson up into the midfield. Park wins. Smith. Bazan pushes forward from left back. Doesn't put in a cross. Keeps it with Donaldson. Sanchez steps into the middle. Out for Donaldson now, so they have the ball back on the left. Brown. Half turn. Sprays. Barquin. Yingling. Onside. Back heel touch pass. Barquin. Callie. Good defense. Still with Hoboken. They'll recycle Paredes. Smith. Good turn. Yingling. Cross. Header. Second. And that came in from KidSuper Samba. I believe it was from Barry, number 16. Or, yeah, Barry. Sorry. Put that into Fatulu. Brown. Right to Barquin. First time pass from Brown. Once D'Estacio inside. And now the offside, as KidSuper Samba was arguing for it. maybe just off D'Estasio. Header for Paredes. Wasn't convincing first time. Came all the way down low for Cali. Wasn't even a header attempt from him or D'Estasio. Donaldson in the channel. Smith calling for it. Yingling will leave it for Smith. Usual cross, Hoboken, that's right at Fatolu. Harrison, middle. Touch for Ndai, and then Harrison can't link up with the members up front for KidSuper Samba. Donaldson, tough to control, and then he's lost the tackle. Diallo. They've been looking to attack more down the left than the right so far, KidSuper Samba. Ndai. Left foot pass to Sinara. Sinara trying to get Harrison in behind. Paredes has the space covered. Back to Borti. And back out to Harrison. Almost looked a little awkward, but it was correctly played by Borti. Smith. Down for Yingling. Cali. Good coverage. Passed away with out of goal was Fatolu, and Donaldson was not close enough for the immediate low ball in from Hoboken. Cabo will take Borti's option away, so Sanchez goes to Smith in midfield. Donaldson has an overlap from Bazan. His pass is blocked. Jallo. Harrison, clip from behind. Referee's going to play advantage. Ndai. Now he's tripped by Park, and now this foul will definitely be called. So KidSuper Samba, luck out from the first foul not being called, and it's going to be a yellow for Park for our first booking here in minute 18 on Mike Park. And then he put himself into Ndai. So KidSuper Samba are going to discuss who's going to take this free kick. It'll be Diallo, 13, who's going to take this free kick as Harrison backs away closer to all the traffic at the edge of the box. So the referee blows the whistle. Diallo, service, comes into the thigh of, couldn't see who that was with the shot, but it goes wide. Wide left to the post. Bark went off the goal kick. Yingling, plenty of space. He'll take it. D'Estasio trying to keep his run on side. Overlap Barkwin. Controls the left foot. Puts it over the side of the back post. Brown, as this ball is now out of the box. KidSuper Samba asking for a handball. It's awarded a throw-in for Hoboken. Brown is blocked. Kaba by himself. And he passed that aimlessly. He didn't know that there was no one with him. So it's a turnover for KidSuper Samba. Sanchez. Donaldson, who adds some numbers to the middle. Long ball, Yingling. But Fatulu is there. The idea from Park, you can clearly see, to get Yingling behind. Sanera away from Yingling. Harrison checks back to the ball. They have Sanera up the left, but Paredes controls with the chest. Barkman right on the line. It's still in. Brown controlled behind Donaldson, though. Smith, outside of his foot attempt, was again stopped by Indai. Paredes step forward. Brown just a little move away from Bari. Yingling turns, fires. It's down D'Estacio, and again, second time he's put it over the bar. D'Estacio trying to not take too many chances. We've had 2 shots from him and have both gone over the frame of the goal. But he may continue to get more looks in this first half for Hoboken. Big goal kick from Fatulu. Barquin header to Park. And going the wrong direction is KidSuper Samba. That's Tail at left back, or excuse me, right back. He'll find Fatulu for safety. Fatulu, though, pressured by D'Estacio, giving it to Yingling. And there's not enough on that pass attempt to D'Estacio. The door is just slightly cracked open for Hoboken. Either just not finding the final ball or just shooting wide in pretty good areas. Could be an opening for the first goal here in the first half. Brown, just out of the reach of Indai, but Sanera has it on the left side of the defense for KidSuper Samba. Paredes now steps in front of Harrison. Very quick rhythm to this game. Yingling in the box. Of course. Cut back. Donaldson parried. Saved. Comes back to Donaldson from Cali. Chance not dead for Hoboken. Smith. Barquin. Of course across. Cali. Header right to Smith. Smith steps to his left foot. Shooting. Blocked. Deflected. And it doesn't go out for a corner. It's still in as we play. Good push for KidSuper Samba as they stop the threat from Hoboken. Bazan with Donaldson on the left side. Park looking at some options. Into the feet of Smith. The ball taking an awkward spin, but the challenge is won by KidSuper Samba away from Bazan. Harrison had his hand in the air. Barquin will push up. The right back for the right winger, Yingling. Bazan goes down. D'Estacio, chest, shot. Third time's a charm of the same exact quantity for D'Estacio to miss over the bar. So close for Hoboken and D'Estacio. And I'm still confused with how it's not at least 1-0 for Hoboken with all these chances. Well, so far, KidSuper Samba, maybe they've seen the type of play that Hoboken's going for, but it is down the right and put in a dangerous ball, either a cross or a cutback, sort of like the Man City ball that we've seen now a lot in football, and just have not been able to find the answer for a goal yet, Hoboken. Clearly have had more of the possession so far. Bari takes to Indai, or now Indai will place down, and now back to Barry for the free kick. Take. Kaba, one touch, not far enough for Harrison. Smith is a deeper lying position at the moment. D'Estacio trying to control between both center backs. Turns Denny away from Kelly. D'Estacio's on the ground. He's trying to crawl. And now he's screaming at the referee for a foul. He's chasing the referee into midfield. Good effort by D'Estacio to try and stay with that as he was on the deck. But he couldn't end up getting his foot in front of his upper body to shoot. Diallo trying to get by, I believe that's Bazan. Now on his left foot. Has the overlap. Bari close to Borti, and it will bounce right to him. The roll to the right side, Smith. Diagonal to Bazan. Donaldson trips over the ball. Still with Hoboken, Sanchez. Paredes over the top. D'Estacio offside, but then he lets it go for Barquin, but the flag and whistle come in. Callie looking up, just out of the reach of Harrison, who is further inside. Barquin, his pass forward is blocked for a throw-in for Hoboken. Today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt Athletic have made the world's freshest and most advanced cleat bag to save athletes and their nearest and dearest from smelly footwear after the game. The air case blocks smell using antimicrobial technology that makes for odor-free car rides and houses. Learn more about air case and place your order by clicking the link below. Keep it fresh. So we thank Salt, of course, for sponsoring all our games here in the fall into winter season here on Game and Frame. Smith, it actually went off the top of his back as he missed the header. Donaldson punching it into the middle. And Dye just beat out by Brown. Donaldson and Smith. Bazan. Now that's Park. Saw Bazan circle around before he had gotten the pass off Donaldson. Hoboken trying to break down KidSuper Samba again. Smith for D'Estacio, who shows a little bit to the ball, but his pass is behind the run of Donaldson down the wing. Tail. Indai. Harrison. They keep it going all the way to the left. His flick out is for Sinera. Indai. And now Barry. These two midfielders link up. Kaba. KidSuper Samba with some possession. Tail. Good run. And Bazan gets the angle correct. Paredes up. I don't think that was the contact he wanted. Indai. Barry left foot as Sinera calls for it at the touchline. Yingling will work defensively. And now Barquin. But Sinera holds towards the goal line himself. Goes down as he made the pass to the left. Put off enough by Barquin. Didn't get a ton of power on the ball put into the box. Callie, almost a miscommunication. Pressure, D'Estacio. Denny has to get rid of that pretty quickly. Tail trying to switch the play. in die as Callie's asking for KidSuper Samba to get into their shape. Callie again. There's a triangle of defenders in front of him. This is fine. Denny. Tail forced in by Donaldson. Passed away. D'Estacio. He'll shoot onto his right, trying to step past Callie. And he'll have none of that, but gives away a corner. This will be the third of the night of the first half for Hoboken. Before we get to this corner, some tune-ins tonight, directly following this match at 8 p.m. KidSuper Samba 2 versus New York International FC. That is a Metropolitan Soccer League Division 1 match. And then we'll get into EPSL action tomorrow. CPR versus Nyack. That is a early afternoon game at 12:30. Then Aloy Real Central at 6 p.m. as it's another low, not good service on the corner from Yingling. Yingling again. Better ball. Brown. Header. There was not a lot of power on it. Sanchez going down as Brown. Barquin trying to get to the edge of the box with the pass. Donaldson. Miscommunication on the run. Here comes KidSuper Samba. Can Hoboken deal with this? Foul by Brown. Brought down a member of KidSuper Samba. Those last two tune-ins, again, Aloy Real Central at 6 p.m. in the Delaware River of the EPSL. So 24 hours after this match started. Followed, or continued with another 6 p.m. match tomorrow at the same time. CSL Division 1, Sanzak versus Hoboken 2. So 2 CSL Division 1 matches and 2 EPSL matches there for you to look forward to tonight and tomorrow. As again, this, as I mentioned in the pregame, is the last full weekend of action here in 2024 as we go into our winter break for a lot of the leagues here, of course, in the metro area. Player is down for KidSuper Samba. So it looks like we'll have a restart. We're all right with the injuries. Ball will be placed where we had the foul before the injury stoppage. So the injury is about a minute or two that could be put to the injury time at the end of the first half. 0-0 score. We played over half an hour here in the first half, closing in on the final minutes of the first half. Kaba up against Sanchez. It's good pace from Sanchez. Smith asking for a lot. Shot right in on Barry, rolled in. That was from Diallo on the latest shot for KidSuper Samba. Not a lot of saves needed tonight for Borti. Hasn't had a ton of action. Brown. Park stays patient. Smith over the top, and Bazan was not ready to make the run. And then KidSuper Samba plays it off of Bazan for a goal kick. That's Tail over there in the right corner for KidSuper Samba. Manhattan Celtic play Richmond County on the road tomorrow. Again, tied at 19 points for 4th and 5th in the table. Lansdowne Yonkers And Greek Americans are tied at 22 points for second and third. Lansdowne, though, plays bottom Zoom Schneider tomorrow. And what was going to be a very exciting Greek Americans versus Pancyprian Freedoms. Pancyprian Freedoms have a 6-point lead. So we're back on. I just wanted to let everyone know that we're just dealing with a medical emergency right now for our cameraman. We're just going to try and follow the play for the rest of the first half, and during halftime I'll come back on for a live update. But that's why the camera was not moving and there was no commentary for some time. So stick with us. We have a couple minutes here in the first half and we'll update you at halftime. I just wanted to come on and give an update, of course, to what was going on. Second half is underway 2-0. 2 late goals for Hoboken at the later stages of the first half. Again, our cameraman is just going through medical emergency, so I'm going to just try and continue to follow the play. Might give a little commentary when we have some big moments, but for now, just going to try and give you the basics here as we follow the play with our camera, of course. Shot for Hoboken and just tipped over the bar. Shot came in from Brown and it was tipped over. To Lolu with the save, or Fololu, excuse me, again for KidSuper Samba. Corner for Hoboken. Header, and just wide of the near post. That was Brito, or Sanchez Brito, substituted on to start the second half for Hoboken. He replaces Paredes, who picked up the yellow card as we were muted. Given away, Hoboken, cut, Donaldson, saved off the line by Callie, who's replaced Fololu for the moment. It was a pretty light shot from Donaldson, who just tried to pass it in over the goal line. And again, another chance missed for Hoboken, which should be 3. We saw him miss a lot of chances in the first 30 minutes. Again, finally able to convert for the 2-0. Offside by D'Estacio. KidSuper Samba, attack down the left. But as I say, that turned over to Hoboken. Brown, left foot, 3-0. And it doesn't look like Fatolu is 100% healthy. He was way out of position for that shot by Brown. Gave a little bit of a nudge to his right, and an easy pass in for Brown. 3-0 Hoboken, but the concern is for Fatolu in goal for KidSuper Samba. Handball is the call on KidSuper Samba. Hoboken take the free kick quickly. right corner. Throw in for Hoboken. Offside. Yingling is off for Hoboken. Free kick is allowed quickly to be taken by KidSuper Samba. KidSuper Samba, that was towards the target of Kaba. Will run all the way over to the edge of the box for Borti. Zan right in front of our camera. Smith picks his head up. Brown, who already has the third goal. That was one touch attempt for Donaldson. Smith for 4. Blocked by Denny. Transition is halted by Hoboken as KidSuper Samba was trying to counter the other way. Now possession again for Hoboken. Zan overlapping Donaldson. Denny now tries to clear. Brown with his chest. And then Kali comes through the shot attempt for it would be a block. This is Diallo. Cuts, goal line. Cut in, grabbed by Borti. Long throw for Brown. That will open the play. Towards the box. Has Donaldson behind. And Donaldson, as he tries to make a move, misplays the ball. Smith. Barquin, shot, and then it'll really rise. Actually faded some to the right as well. We will have substitutions for both teams. Bari will go off for KidSuper Samba. Barquin goes off for Hoboken. As well as Yingling. Actually, I believe Brown as well. So 3 substitutions for Hoboken. Some pressure shown on Borti from KidSuper Samba. Hoboken to break it through. Long ball. Trying to draw an offside. Donaldson, he's on, and he finishes. Onside, KidSuper Samba are arguing that it's not. The main referee's going to go talk to his assistant to discuss if that was offside. Donaldson for now has a goal for 4-0. And it's ruled offside, so we'll take it back off the scoreboard. Remains 3-0. Donaldson picks up a yellow card. Second player booked tonight for Hoboken, along with Paredes, whose night is done. And again, it's some sort of dissent towards the referee for argument of the offside ruling. Number 3, Ba, who substituted into halftime. So he comes in for Denny. D'Estacio on the run, trying to fight off one. Donaldson won't have a chance to get there before the goal line. Fatolu. Down the right, KidSuper Samba. Sanchez will try and get over and does well. Gives away a throw-in, but cleanly puts in a tackle. Fakes across in the corner. Read well by Hoboken. Long shot in on Borti. Palms it down for one of his few saves tonight. Over the top. Chopped out. So latest chance doesn't have a shot at the end of it for Hoboken. Bazan, wrong side of D'Estacio. Park. One more. Shot right at Fatulu by Petroselli. Dante Petroselli, number 10, one of the substitutes that entered for Hoboken. 2 more subs for Hoboken. Actually have a goalkeeper switch. And Bazan comes off. Both fullbacks have been replaced for Hoboken. Kazoon, number 0, comes in for Hoboken. We'll get back to the action to throw in for KidSuper Samba. As we've completed 61 minutes, we've got just under a half an hour to play. This is Enzo Petroselli, number 22, who's coming for Bazan at left back for Hoboken. Smith, D'Estacio, one more. Great save. Fatolu diving down to his left. This ball here at the touchline, blocked out. Another light foul called by the referee on Hoboken. Free kick in Hoboken's half. Or actually just behind the midway line for KidSuper Samba. Callie over the top. Now we've got a foul going the other way. A lot of fouls in the last minute or two, more than the usual frequency for the other 60 minutes. It's a little bit of physicality being added. Good control down, opens it up. Donaldson, now he's offside. And Donaldson picks the ball up after the play as well. He's already picked up a yellow card for what he said after the last offside ruling on Donaldson. Donaldson tried to cut it off. Another close call for Donaldson. KidSuper Samba trying to enter the box. Open header, and it's over Kazoon. For one of the only times they've been close tonight, KidSuper Samba. That was Diallo trying. Klimek, 14. In blue for Hoboken. Clean tackle. Hoboken. Cut in. Can't get a shot off. The one is blocked. Hoboken trying to open up KidSuper Samba once again. Ba does a good job defending. Goal kick for KidSuper Samba. Good touch, going down. KidSuper Samba, central. One-on-one move, shot towards the far post. That is not had a lot of pace on it from Harrison. Kazoon can play with his feet, doesn't even need to go down with his hands. In the box, stood up, defending again on Destasio. Play stopped after players collided. We'll have a drop ball. Destasio. The run. Kazoon catches right before a player from KidSuper Samba had a slight collision with him. Run at the goal line. Foul on Hoboken is the call. Petroselli. Donaldson on the half turn to his right foot, but pass. Klimek. Sanchez has to defend. Again, does very well in a slide tackle going down. Still playing, Donaldson. Again, Donaldson very frustrated with a call that goes against him. Not sure what the whistle was for. The referee's going to go check on something close to the benches. I think he's going to talk to Coach Matt Farrell for Hoboken. Doesn't have a card, but there is some sort of discussion. And now, a yellow card. We're in the 75th minute. Second half, 3-0 lead for Hoboken. One of those three coming here in the second half. Now we'll start back up. Stasio in midfield now. Pass that away for a throw in for KidSuper Samba. Petroselli. Shot would have went wide. Grabbed by Fatolu. Out of the reach. That was Donaldson. KidSuper Samba down the right wing. Has some help, but offside. As of right now, Hoboken would have a 3-point result. Be their 7th win out of 11 in the first half of the season. Again, that would put them at 22 points, so exactly 2 points per match on average. And we'll see what happens with Manhattan Celtic tomorrow, again, to see if Hoboken will jump them in the standings. And of course, this would tie them with Lansdowne and Greek Americans at 22 points, but they would be at 10 games played at Hoboken 11. Chance, Dante tried some sort of ball roll, but lost control. And then after that, fouls KidSuper Samba. Last season, Hoboken finished 5th. They had a big result at home against Lansdowne Yonkers 3-3, which we were here for at the very last match in December, exactly a year ago. That got them closer to mid-table, and a good, strong second half had them finish one spot out of the playoff spot in 5th, where they currently sit. And yes, just like UPSL, the EPSL has the top 4 go to the playoffs. So Hoboken's in a good spot. D'Estasio, heavy touch that leads him to the left. Good fake. Goal line. Can he find a pass? Defending's there for KidSuper Samba. Two years ago, their first year in the EPSL, Hoboken finished 10th. So 10th to 5th and now currently 5th, but this is higher than they were at this point exactly a year ago, as I already mentioned. And they will be closer in points to the top 4 than they were at this time a year ago. And just missing out on that 4th spot back in May. Smith. D'Estasio, layback shot, and stung the gloves of Fatulu. One of his few saves tonight, more than what Hoboken's goalkeepers have had to do. So the general point I was saying about Hoboken is that there's been much improvement in the 3 seasons since they've been brought into the EPSL. First surviving after promotion from the CSL, which this season Richmond County is trying to do after winning CSL last season. Donaldson trying to try to create more space than what he had as he was closed down. About to get to the 80th minute of completion, 10 minutes to go, and then we'll see with added time. Definitely going to see something with the yellow cards at the end of 90. Good play from Smith to Donaldson. Donaldson not aggressive enough in his move. Smith, good clip. There's the second defender there for KidSuper Samba in front of Petroselli. Right at the corner. That's just in between D'Estasio and Donaldson. Played behind for a corner given up by KidSuper Samba that Hoboken will have on this left wing. Only a small number of corners tonight between both teams. Smith holds it. Back to Petroselli. Up. Middle, but kind of even with the back post. Petroselli drags it wide. Wall wide. After the goal kick, it is KidSuper Samba with possession. They do not go long. Park, good coverage. Edge of the penalty area. Shoulder off the ball, but it's a corner. So after very few corners in the second half, two pretty quick, back to back for Hoboken. Smith, very quick, runs it and plays it short. Donaldson with Smith. It was Smith and Petroselli on this opposite side before. Counter, KidSuper Samba as they get close to the box. Good poke. The defending for Menzo. Short delivery, easy touch out for Hoboken. Smith, wide left. Petroselli saying he was onside. Far linesman says no. Smith on the run. Cross taken in. Petroselli, 4-0. Petroselli with a goal off the bench. And that's two in both halves for Hoboken. And now we're at 4-0 as they lead. And an even clearer sight at win number 7. Beautiful ball over the top by Smith. He'll get an assist, of course, on that. Petroselli controlled it and, of course, slid it home. So we'll have Hoboken feeling good going into the winter break. They return in March. And March through May. Possibly into June, depending on playoffs, will be the time period of the second half of the season. None of those games have been announced in the schedule. EPSL puts the first half of the schedule out. And then, again, before March, we'll see exactly what the time and dates are for the second half of the season. Of course, you play everyone home and away. You play each team once in each half of the season. So well orchestrated schedule. Got just a few minutes to play here at Laurel Hill Park in Secaucus. Donaldson has played the whole match. That's away, only as far as Smith, shooting, and that's well rising. Tried it with his left foot this time. Donaldson. D'Estasio, back to Donaldson, the combo! Fatolu, again. That's the second time in this half he's gone down diving to his left to stretch and make a save. Foul being brought back. Free kick will come up for Hoboken in the 89th minute. Entered the 90th minute for Enzo Petrocelli to stand over the ball. 5 members for KidSuper Samba in the wall. Actually 4. One of them will back off. Petrocelli. It's 2 steps to the right. Tried to go under the wall, and it's right at Fatulu between the sticks. Move down the right side for KidSuper Samba. So we've officially entered added time. Shooting! That was not close to bending. Actually, we will barely have any added time. Only about 15 to 20 seconds. That is it here tonight at Laurel Hill Park. It is a 4-0 victory for Hoboken as they end the first half of the season with a very well put together win here tonight at home. Again, 4-0, 2 goals in both halves, and they had control and domination for much of the match. That'll do it here from Game in Frame. Unfortunately, we will not be thinking about an interview tonight for Hoboken based on our technical and cameramen. We will be back with Hoboken back in March, and again, you can stick with us here at 8 p.m. for KidSuper Samba's second team, and of course we've got a full slate of games tomorrow here on the website 4-0 for Hoboken, since I am just here by myself at the moment. No interview with Hoboken, but that is it. Signing off on Game in Frame. Thanks for sticking with us and for always watching here